to record what you're sharing so that I can put that on our YouTube channel and other people can refer to it going forward.
Perfect.
Will you start by telling us a little bit about you and your background?
Yeah, definitely. Hi everyone, happy Friday. My name is Chang Ho. I'm originally from Vietnam and moved to the US back in 2011 for college. And afterward, I worked for a multinational company. I've been working for the company for 5 years and move around. I was spent like 1 year in Atlanta doing international HR consulting, and I then moved to Singapore, spent there about 2 years doing kind of regional HR consulting before moved back to the state in 2018. So I started Befits start of the pandemic because that's allowed me to a little more time, more flexibility. I started ideas about like a year ago, and I'm fortunate to join B-Start, which is the pre-accelerator in Bloomington, and able to get support from the wonderful community and my mentor, Jane Cooper Smith, who is a founder of Hopscotch and Rainbow Bakery, and able to get the idea off the ground. So I'm excited to talk about my business and share what I'm working on with you all today.
Great.
All right, so I'll go ahead and share my screen. So let me know when you can see it.
There you go. There it comes. Yep, there it is.
Great. It's loading. Perfect. All right. So I'm working on to building a sustainable and ethical fashion brand called Befits. So the mission of Befit is to provide custom dress for every woman's unique body. So how did it all started? So it started with my $70 wedding dress. Having a petite body like myself, I struggle to find dresses that fit me well off the rack. Oftentimes, a dress will fit me at the shoulder, but the waist is often too big. I always kind of struggle at the fitting room. Back in 2018, while preparing for my wedding back then, I could not afford affordable wedding dress in the US. And back then, I was having a phone call with my mom, and she asked me, why don't you share your measurement with my tailor in Vietnam so the tailor can custom make your wedding dress? I thought that was such a good idea. And I did just that and received this gorgeous wedding dress that you saw in the picture within 1 week. So since then, I start ordering more kind of tailored dresses directly from Vietnam to the US. And then after talking to many other women, I just realized that fit is a really issue for women. The reason because the same size 8 can be very different from one brand to another. Usually the reason because fashion brand using arbitrary number when it comes to standard sizing. Secondly, is when it comes to customization, right? The woman with a dress, it's hard to customize the neckline, the sleeve, or the length of the dress because no customization is offered by standard clothing off the rack. And lastly, is about sustainability. Behind fast fashion brands is often our underpaid garment worker who often work under horrible condition in big factory overseas. And with Befits, I really want to kind of tackle this problem by kind of connect the customer with the independent tailors in Vietnam and then get them to, help them get to know who make the clothing. So the solution is really for Befits to create like a platform that connect American consumer with independent tailor in Vietnam to provide, dresses that are made to measure. So each dress is custom made to each woman exact measurement. The more customer can also customize a dress by adjust the look by changing the neckline, the sleeve, and the length of the dress. And lastly, as I mentioned, a dress will be made by independent tailors in Vietnam who those women are business owner themselves in a sense that they own their own tailoring shop. So Befit would offer opportunities for a customer to get to know who those tailors are. And there's no fashion waste because everything is made to order. We only make a dress once the order is placed. So what is a product? It starts with a customer will pick a dress style, and she would customize the neckline, the sleeve, and the length of the dress using our product configuration technology. The second step is that the customer would using our quick and easy measuring guide to provide their measurement. The measurement then was sent to the tailor in Vietnam who would handmade the dress and custom it based on the exact measurement that was provided by the client. Once the dress is completed, that will be sent to our quality control team in Vietnam who will check the measurement of the garment to make sure that it has the correct numbers, the measurement that was provided. Then it will be shipped directly from Vietnam to the US. It'll take about 7 to 10 days, including the tailoring and shipping time. So we have a strict quality control process in place to make sure that the dress would fit the customer perfectly. But in case that customer is not happy, we offer alteration, remake, or refund. So I'm gonna stop here and kind of show you what our website look like. So give me 1 second. Okay, so this is what product look like when you come to Befits website. So I'm gonna pick like a dress, because coffee dress. This dress is made of sustainable coffee fabric. So we are fortunate to partner with one of the only sustainable fabric company in Vietnam. They provide sustainable fabric. One of them is recycled coffee ground. What it does is that the company use coffee ground that was like the waste after your morning coffee, and use that coffee ground in fabric. So this dress is made of like 30% recycled coffee ground and 70% cotton. So when it comes to the website, the customer can pick a dress, and they can also customize the style by choosing the neckline. So now is a small scoop dress. I can change it to a V-neck, right? And then I can also adjust the sleeve length, but right now it's a mid-length. I can do it a sleeveless, for example. And then now it's a midi. I can change it to a short dress. So it comes to short dress, yeah. And then I can also add a pocket, which often ignored by fashion brand, because pocket is very useful for women. Most of the dresses and clothing don't have a sturdy or usable pocket. So I do want to provide that option to women. So when the style is customized, they can they can know what the fabric is made of, and also information about how to get measured. So we provide 3 options to get measured. So one option is they can follow, get a friend and follow our 3-minute quick and easy measuring guide, which I'm gonna show it here. So I made this, we have this kind of quick and easy video, like, step to step how to take measurement for X of the measurement. So it's very quick and easy. So you can follow that video. And then, so back to the coffee one, I'm going to the dress. So I need to, how to do that? There you go. Okay, and then the second option to get measurement is also to schedule a 10-minute consultation with us, and then during that video consultation, I would guide them through step by step how to take measurement. And option 3 is if they still not confident, they can easily go to a local tailor near them and print out a measurement guide. Whatever work for the client. So that's, so that's the process. And then once they get measurement, it would be, they would key in the system. Our system would kind of save the measurement. The convenience of that is that they only need to put in the measurement once, and that would be safe for future order. Including shipping fee. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the deck here. And then so right now we already we already did the initial product testing to test the product, and this is a result of the process. So we're happy, to share that the product testing showed that the process really worked. We're able to provide custom dresses for different women.
Breaking up a little, Trang, unless it's the chamber's Wi-Fi connection. Getting a
Is
little
that better now?
You're back.
Okay. Not sure where I lost you guys, but maybe I'll just start from here.
Okay.
Okay. So I was just sharing that we just did complete the product testing phase last month, and it really showed that the process worked. We're able to provide custom dress that work for women of different body type. From the target market, so if you're a woman, it's likely that you would have issue finding dresses that fit off the rack. So Befit would like to focus on 4 main different groups whose needs are particularly ignored by fast fashion brand. The first group is athletic women who you often spend a lot of time training in the gym, who often have big muscle group and have particular hard time finding clothing that fit off the rack. The second group is curvy women who may be a new mom, who have gone through a recent body change like menopause, who also find it very difficult to find clothing off the rack. The third one is transgender women who often have specific body need who are not met by standard sizing. And lastly, a petite woman like myself who often drown in the fabric of standard size clothing. So how we differentiate ourselves from the competition? So we differ ourselves with affordable, competitive pricing. Our competitor offer usually dresses at a custom dress at 180 price range, and some of the kind of cheaper brand offer like 40 to 80. But we also we set ourselves at like 80 to 150 price range, including shipping. We also offer differ
Oh, did we lose her? Oh, no. Well, let's just give her a minute, see if she can come back to us. I just want to touch base on a couple of things I heard, which were the use of sustainable fabrics, the customization. Love the fact that there are pockets. I see some women nodding their heads. I love the fact that the tailors themselves are better paid than they might be working in a large factory setting. I mean, it feels like she's given lots of support to the customer to make sure that they know how to get the measurements right. They've got the money back guarantee, the price point is right. It's just really impressive.
I agree. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot her a quick note and see what happened. I had just texted her. Were other people hearing her but not seeing her lips move? Or was that a problem on our end? I'm concerned that.
No, it's on Zoom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just be patient. I'm sure she'll try to get back in. What other observations do you all have about Trang's business?
I put in the chat that it seems like she's really clear on who she's designing for when she had those last 4 categories. And as a curvy woman myself, I'm very glad that my demographic is included in there. But I'm super excited about the innovative fabrics. I think that I don't know if she searched that out or if that was a connection that one of the tailors made for her. But I think that that's a real differentiator.
Yeah, the fabrics that are sustainable is a real differentiator. You're right.
Hi there. Sorry, my
She's back.
I lost connection.
It's okay. We were just talking about some of the positive aspects of your business.
Great. Yeah. I know you guys talk about the sustainable fabric. I did a lot of research on fabric last year. It took me a long time to be able to find the fabric supplier that that provide eco-friendly, sustainable fabric and also innovative. So I'm very fortunate to able to find the one in Vietnam locally that able to provide that. And they're really eager to work with kind of sustainable early stage startup too, because a lot of fabric supplier, they have really high minimum requirement. So the fabric company also kind of a startup themselves. They really help eager to support small businesses.
Trang, would you like to get back to your slide deck or just take questions at this point? We want to make sure you get through your entire deck. You were talking about your target audience, and we were saying how nice it is that you've thought about curvy women or women with different body types.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy to just finish my deck. I have a couple of slides left, so it should be quick. So let me try to share my screen again. So I think I was in the marketing slide. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was saying that my goal is to do a lot of marketing during pre-launch phase, using really good content marketing, either blog, email marketing, social media to kind of create an audience before I officially launch, in May. In April and May, we plan to launch with, we call it soft launch with 10 to 15 style. When we do launch, we do want to focus on continuing to provide really good content marketing and work with micro influencer locally to promote the product. And when we officially launch in May and August timeframe, we'll plan to add more style to the collection, and also kind of exploring continue working with micro influencer and like public PR publicity, getting the press out locally. From the financial perspective, because our operation is relatively lean, most of the expense is really the fabric itself. So we plan to break even at as early at 50 dresses per month, or 5.5 grand gross revenue. The good news is that we have recently received the funding from Intab this week. That will really help us to improve our current website. We wanted to make it more kind of mobile friendly and have like a video of the measuring guide right next to the measurement where customer provide the numbers, so that make it really easy for them to provide a measurement and provide the number correctly. So we would like to kind of ask for about $7,000 investment to really to expand our spring-summer collection right now.
Can you tell us what INTAP is?
Oh yeah, so INTAP is the fund from the Small Business Development Board in Indiana that provide grant and fund to provide technical support to local businesses locally. So with this money, we can spend to get technical support like website development, graphic design to really help get the business off the ground.
I'll just share with the Columbus folks on the call that John Myers, who runs the Indiana Small Business Development Center in our region, works out of the chamber office, so we can get you connected if you're interested in tapping into this same resource. And he let me know recently that they were expecting more money to come because of the American Rescue Act. So I think they depleted this during the early round, and they expect more money to come back into that grant program.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Glad you used it.
Yeah, so it's definitely a very helpful source, and yeah. All right, and so lastly, behind Befits is a wonderful team of women. So I myself have about 5 years, I always have 10 years, 5 years of international work experience in Asia and US. Our mentor is Jane Cooper Smith. As I mentioned, she is the founder of Hopscotch and Rainbow Bakery here in Bloomington. And we're very fortunate to work with our lead tailor, Nga Tang. She have 20 plus years of tailoring women clothing in Vietnam. We also work with Van Tang, who is our quality control team in Vietnam. She has experience with e-commerce, and she is also the fashion entrepreneur herself in Southeast Asia. So that's the end of my presentation, and thank you so much for listening, and I am eager to hear feedback and comments, questions from you all.
Who in our group has a question for Trang?
This seems like this model, I mean, the fact that you've got connections in Vietnam makes sense, but I know Nicaragua, I mean, other places around the world with this connection of connecting women who are doing the work with women who are, you know, making the connections to the people who need this service. It's just, it makes a lot of sense. It really resonates, and it could be just a very good timing for this.
Thank you, Rhonda. I see Therese Copeland has her hand raised.
Yeah, so somebody who wears a lot of dresses, you can't tell by now, but somebody who wears a lot of dresses for work. I love the professionalism look of it. My question though is I have a daughter that's getting married, and I have been searching for dresses and going, and the one thing that I have been running against is it seems like every dress that I like, they're saying that they're having trouble getting that fabric because it's overseas and they're having trouble getting it in. So I have ran into that with actually 3 dresses I've tried to get. So I'm curious if I mean, it's fantastic that you're saying it can be back in a week, but is that still the case, or are you running into some of that with some of the shipping issues that we're having right now?
Yeah, so I guess 2 parts in your question. One is the fabric, one is the shipping. So I address the shipping first. So I did negotiate with FedEx to get the guarantee shipping from, is it 2 to 4 days? So the average shipping time is 2 working days from Vietnam to the US, which is super fast. So they give me a range of 2 to 4 days. So if there's a delay, there's likely to be like four working days. So I'm able to kind of get that guarantee from FedEx. FedEx is, pretty reliable. So we actually test that with our product testing process in March. So actually work. Usually the shipping time vary from 2 to 4 days. 4 days is the latest, and we usually take about two to 3 days, working days. So from the tailor's perspective, it takes her on average of 3 to 4 days to make the dress. So if we combine it, adding 1 day of quality control, for the quality control to check the measurement, making sure it's correct, and you go back to tailor if needed. So 4 day tailoring time, 1 day quality control time, so 5 plus 2, 2 to 4 working days. So that's why I said about 7 to 10 business days to get the dress to the customer from the day that they provide the measurement. Yeah, and then the second piece about fabric. Yeah, so that's interesting because I do. Right now, I do plan to provide different fabric type for each style, but I haven't thought about kind of having different fabric option for each style. So maybe that's something that I do want to offer. Because right now, I do want to kind of focus on kind of sustainable fabric, like organic cotton, recycled coffee, but I do want to kind of offer, thinking about maybe expanding different fabric choices for one style.
So you're not seeing a supply chain issue?
Yeah. So what fabric, just curious, what fabric that was you looking for in the wedding dress?
I don't, the fabric was already made. It was, apparently they said that it was coming from somewhere from Asia, and they just said that they were having trouble getting that fabric in, so they weren't going to be able to make that style dress in that fabric that I wanted. So they offered me other colors, but I wanted that color. So that was where, with that one particular dress. And then there was a couple of others that there was some component of it that they said that comes from England and they're not able to get that. So it's me, I'm picking 2. I need to be a little more relaxed in what I want, apparently. So
got it. Yeah. I think the good thing about it, because Vietnam, is that they have a lot of fabric supplier in Vietnam, and also is that a lot of fabric supplier are based in Asia, like especially in Taiwan, South Korea. So that's I guess that's the benefit of having operation kind of in Vietnam for now is that able to kind of source fabric, locally or in Asia. So that kind of cut the, the shipping part. Like we don't have to ship the fabric from, let's say, UK to Vietnam for the tailor to make.
Thank you. The next person who raised their hand was Devta from Bloomington.
Hi, Trong. Good to meet you. I had connected with you on Facebook. I'm also starting a fashion line that's specific for women who are commuting by bicycle, and we're looking for fabrics that are breathable and sustainable and non-wrinkleable. And so I'm really curious about the fabric. But what struck me when I was listening to your presentation was that you have the product, which is the beautiful dresses, as well as a process, which is having custom measurements sent to these tailors and having them make the product without any waste. And I was wondering if it was part of your longer term roadmap, business roadmap, to work with other fashion brands and kind of monetize your process so that others could use that same process, but for a brand that has a different aesthetic or a different purpose. And clearly I've got selfish motives here.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I haven't thought about that, but definitely could be something to consider as a long-term strategy. Because I do have the advantage of my connection in Vietnam, able to communicate with a tailor in Vietnam and, and explaining what the customer need in the US and able to kind of articulate that with the tailor, making sure that she provide what I need. My plan in the long term is, firstly for Befits, I do want to expand the network of independent tailors, because I mainly now work with the tailor locally in Tucson, which is the town I'm come from. That town has a really good concentration of really good tailors. But I do want to look at, I actually have planned a trip to Vietnam this summer to go to other locations and provinces to identify other potential tailors that can be added to the network. And then I'll definitely explore the opportunity to kind of expand that model and collaborate with other brands. But it has to be kind of aligned with the mission that I'm trying to be always is like, sustainable, ethical production, right? Because I wouldn't be, I guess that's an interesting thought is like bringing that model to other company, expanding that and kind of create the opportunity for other brands to work directly with the tailor instead of like big, manufacturing company. For other country, I know that other country like India, Sri Lanka also have really good tailors, like really, people that are well known for their hand, so they make things very well. That maybe require a bit of kind of networking, expanding to see what resources there.
Yeah, great. Yeah, there's a brand in the US called Beta Brand, and they're known for making like yoga pants that are appropriate enough to wear to work. So very, very comfortable dress pants. And they have a product, but they also have a process that's kind of like crowdsourcing their designs online. So they've built a kind of crowdsourced website with a database backend so that you can look at a proposed design and then provide feedback on what you like, what you don't like, and build on it. And they've just begun the process of allowing other brands to use that same crowdsourced website mechanism. And I just thought that that was genius, that they've got a product, but then they also have this really cool process, and they're monetizing the process in addition to the product.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Definitely, I will give some thoughts. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
I look forward to talking with you more.
Yeah,
That's great. That's what this is all about, helping Trang and getting connected and fostering more entrepreneurship. We have another question from Ruth on the call. Ruth?
Good morning, everyone. I actually don't have a question. I have some comments. First of all, it seems as though you really know your customers, and I think that is a key thing. Second of all, pockets, I mean, come on, that is like gold. Just, I mean, I can't tell you how many outfit onesies or dresses I've bought, and it's like, if they had only put a pocket, like that is like the number one thing my daughter and I complain about. Also, just tailoring it to fit our needs, you know, that is so essential, because that is one of the complaints I have with most things that I would purchase at a store. I feel like, oh, I like the style, but there's something about it that doesn't fit perfectly, you know, either the bust size or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I love the fact that you can work out this sort of system to make sure that we have something that will actually fit us and we'll be happy with. So I'm really excited and interested in checking this out for myself and for my daughter, because yeah, we're special, so we need like some customization there. So thank you.
No, great. Yeah, no, thank you so much for the comment. No, every woman is special, right? Every woman, I believe, that have a unique body, and we deserve the clothing that made for our unique body, because you know we cannot our like standard size don't really serve us anymore. Because I myself struggle with the same thing, because I'm very petite. So like there's 0% chance that I can find like dresses off the rack that really fit me. So I feel like it started, like the business idea started from my own personal experience and able to provide, you know, dresses that fit me and also other women who also have, you know, unique body type.
I put this in the chat to Devta, but we had a presenter here in late 2020 who makes pajamas for women, especially women who are going through menopause, and it was called Cool Revolution. And they did a whole lot of, you know, customer research about what would you want in your pajamas, and pockets was another big thing that they heard. And I don't know why it seems so basic. And the men on the call may not appreciate this, because most of the things you wear just automatically come with pockets, but it is not true in women's pants or dresses. And now that everyone carries a cell phone, you know, it's even more important than ever before. So that is such a big deal.
Yeah, totally agree.
Other questions?
Hey, Cindy, I was just going to say that that's kind of an interesting comment, because through COVID, one of the things I have enjoyed that I can't normally do is wearing cargo pants. And you know, being from the military, we always had pockets on our pants, and you can throw things in there. I've just really enjoyed it, and I'm going to hate having to go back to a suit with pants that don't have pockets again. So I completely understand it.
Yes, that's the ultimate pair of pants with pockets, cargo.
Ryan, can you make Dr. Combs a suit that has cargo pockets on
I'd probably buy that, Si.
it?
My husband and I have a running battle over his cargo shorts. So for his 50th birthday, I went to a yard sale and bought like 50 pair of cargo shorts for his birthday. They're at Goodwill now. Other questions? Comment, I think a suit with cargo pockets would be fly.
I am sort of curious about how bringing on more suppliers. You know, that whole you know, the women who are the tailors and the whole quality control of that. You know, so it seems like if this woman who's your contact in Vietnam, who's been doing it for 20 years, also has some leadership with these other women, like, what does she play kind of a mentor to a network of other tailors, or how does that dynamic work? Because who gets what? Like, what if the orders go up or down? Who gets the good orders? Or, this whole maintaining that relationship of the tailors. I'm curious how you see that playing out.
Yeah, that's a great point. So the tailor that I work with, she has like a small tailoring shop herself. She have about 5 apprentices that she work with. So she has so how to work is that she mainly responsible for the cutting part. So once you get the measurement, she would hand draw the measurement on the fabric, and she will cut the fabric to herself, and then the fabric will then will be sewed up by her apprentices. So it's kind of the system. It's pretty efficient system, allow her to able to work efficiently, because she kind of responsible for the most difficult part, which is the cutting part. I do plan to talk to a couple other kind of tailor in town who, I guess the unique thing is each tailor is specialized in particular type of dress. Some women is specialized in casual dress. Some women is specialized in custom suit. Some women, specialize in, I guess, like wedding or specialty dresses. So really have to network of women or different, tailors who are specialized in a particular kind of dresses or garment. I think will be helpful. So it's easier to make a decision. Oh, with this particular order, who do I send the order to, right? So I think I'll plan to have different group of tailor who specialize in a specific type of dresses, so that they can be specialized in tailor. And again, I said, I think for each group, I plan to have kind of the lead tailor to kind of manage the process and take the leadership and managing the quality control process and train the apprentices. And I think also good for marketing as well, because I do want to, the idea of Befit is connect consumer with tailors and empower women, right? Job opportunities or leadership, training, leadership training opportunity for women in Vietnam. Because a lot of these women, they don't have a lot of, they're not busy. They, they kind of, I would say, they don't have really good, good job opportunity, or don't get paid well. So I think this really create job opportunity for them, support them. Yeah, and then get for their customer in Europe also get to know them too, and who make the clothing.
Yeah, I think it's got lots of potential. I really wish you best, the best.
Thank you.
I think it sounds like a great plan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Tring? All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for getting up this early on a Friday and being with us. And thanks to all of you who are on the call. And Trang, before you go, is there anything we can do to help you? Anyone we can introduce you to, or do you need volunteers for your beta testing? How can we help you?
Yeah, I think word of mouth is what I would appreciate. If you know anyone who interested in their products, let me know. I'll send, I'll send the website link here. You can check out our website. We do plan to expand the collection, but adding more style to the collection. We experiment with shirt and suit right now. So more to come on that. But if you check out our website and then spread the word, share with any woman who think that need the product or may appreciate the product, that would be appreciated. Or any connection that that may be able to support Befit, that would be awesome. We're also trying to grow our email list right now. I said I'm trying to build an audience right now before we launch in a couple months. So if interested, sign up for our email list. You can use the link on the website.
All right, everybody can see that, befitstailor.com. All right, wonderful. Well, listen, thank you again. Great to see you all. And remember, May 7th would be our next gathering. And stay tuned. We hope to be at Lukaby Coffee. In person, face to face, drinking coffee together in community. All right. Have a great Friday. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Trent.
Thank you.